Hey, what's up, everyone? It is John, and a lot of people, are like, "Hey, who is this guy? Like, who am I, and why does he think he's an authority to tell us what to do?" Well, let me share a little bit of a background because I know sometimes it can get a little bit confusing following our content. So, I am a dental assistant. I've been a dental assistant for going on 30 years. In just a few short weeks, it'll be 30 years. I actually joined the military straight out of high school, and I tested well in medical, and that's kind of how I landed into dentistry. Basically, when I talked to the recruiter, I said, I need a job that translates to the civilian sector. And I had a lot of friends who did different jobs in the military and they were miserable because they knew when they were done, they had to basically go back to school and further their education. So me, being fresh out of high school, I at least had a vision where, hey, I want to do this, but I also want to possibly make something out of it. And 30 years later, here it is. It's still going. I still have that drive, that passion. So, Amanda and I, my partner, we met in way back 2009. We actually met at corporate dentistry. And at that point, I had done military, private practice, uh, corporation, and we worked together for a couple years, went our separate ways. And in 2019, Amanda contacted me and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about opening a dental assistant school. Would you be interested?" So at the time, I was working at the VA hospital, had a nice, safe government job, but I didn't love it. And from there, we started researching, putting together the program, and we were approved August of 21 in the state of Pennsylvania to open an accelerated dental assistant program. So we meet one day a week in person, and we teach our students. Uh, Most of our students have no dental background. We do have some that had been working in an office for quite some time, but the majority of our students have no dental background, come to us, so we are teaching them from the ground up. So Amanda is an expanded functions dental assistant, extremely passionate about dentistry, always known she's wanted to be in dentistry. And I myself, I just kind of picked it because I was like, oh, that sounds like a good career that everybody needs. Everybody needs dentistry. So that's kind of how I landed into it. And 30 years later, still doing it. So I am very passionate about what I do. We love teaching people, not just in the classroom, but also sharing content and helping everybody else along the way. It's very important to have a mentor. That's one thing that I've noticed. I actually, when I started the program and realized that, I actually reached out to the people that helped me, way back when. And honestly, a couple of them were like, "Hey, thanks for letting me know." So, if you are someone in dentistry, whether you mentor someone or maybe you're looking for a mentor, I think now's always a good time to kind of put that out there. Like, "Hey, I need a little bit of help." Like most of us love dentistry. Maybe we just don't love the situation that we're in. So that's definitely something that moving into the next year, that I would put a game plan together and figure out where you want to go. A lot of people say, well, dentistry, dental assistant's kind of a dead end field. Not the case at all. There are so many opportunities out there for people that know dentistry. So maybe in a year or two, maybe you don't like putting your hand in someone's mouth. Like maybe you don't like to be the one that stays after hours to do an emergency. But you have all this knowledge. You're very valuable to the field and an asset. So dental lab, always a great option. They're always looking for people that know dentistry. They just don't have time to teach it. Plus, the fact that you know the procedures, it really puts you ahead of the game. So, uh, you know, treatment plan coordinator, move up to office manager. There's so much room to move. Maybe not necessarily in small Dr. Smith's practice. One assistant, one doctor, maybe a hygienist, but outside of that, get outside of your bubble and look and see what you can do. There are a ton of opportunities out there. So, in addition to the school, I sell dental equipment as well for a company, and you know, a lot of other stuff as well. So, definitely, and that's what we encourage our students. We encourage our students, like, hey, don't get caught in this quicksand mindset, because there's so much opportunity out there. It's just a matter of doing some research and figuring out what you want to do with it. So that's just a little bit about me. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. But I am not a dentist. Amanda and I are not married. These are typical questions that we get. But yeah, I've been a dental assistant for it'll be 30 years here in a couple weeks. So definitely something that I love and am passionate about. And we hope that you enjoy the content and keep following us. And we hope everyone, of course, has a great holiday.